So I just made a quick stop at that Goodwill and didn't really expect to get much because they've been pricing kind of crazy lately, but still managed to find a few things, so I'm going to show you guys what I picked up.
Chase after the right price.
Okay, I'm over here and you want to look at your screen. Oh, that would be, that might be good. And go to the old Katrina, what color would it be?
Alright, so the first things that I saw were the games. Madden 12, PSP. This is on the sports game list. If you haven't seen that video, go back and check it out. Probably did it a few weeks ago. And attached to that video in the description is the Excel spreadsheet, Google Sheets of the sports game list. So you can go ahead and get that. It's free. Love to help people out. So pick that up, and if you haven't seen it yet. And then I got Rugrats, Search for Reptar, a PS1 game. The low on this was 12 bucks on Amazon. Those were 5 bucks a piece. And then in the display case up front, they had some systems. Most of their systems are usually overpriced. And even this one, it's like, I wish it wasn't so much, but still a good deal. So, a Wii U. It was $80. They're doing this weird 09 thing, so it was $80.09. So it came with the gamepad, the system, the power cords in here, and the just power cord. And then I'll show you what else it came with. That kind of, these things kind of seal the deal, so just pull them out. These things really sealed the deal, actually. There's 2 Wii Remote Pluses, a Pro Controller, which is awesome, and then sensor bar, gamepad charger, original HDMI cable, and 2 nunchucks as well. And then, so there's the 2 nunchucks and the charging cord for the Pro Controller. So actually that ended up being a really good deal, because right now, this time of year, I'd pay $80 for the Wii U with the gamepad and the proper cords. I don't even need the extras to be willing to pay that, because they're selling really well at Christmas time right now. So I'm definitely really happy with that deal. The 2 Pro Controllers, or the 2 Wii Remotes and the Pro Controller come somewhat close to paying for the whole purchase, so that was an awesome little score. Alright guys, so I just went into a pawn shop that I haven't been in for about 6 months to a year, because their prices are just usually retail plus 50%. But I went back in and saw some new faces. There's some new people in there. And so I'm like, okay, well, maybe I can at least ask on some things. I found the items that were basically at retail, and was like, I'll just work with these and see what kind of a deal I could get. I got an awesome deal. So the first thing that I saw was $10 game controller. No matter what, that's a good deal. That was the best price item they had in the whole place. And then I saw this one was marked at 20. I asked if he would do the same and do 10 a piece, and he said, yeah, that's fine. And so I'm like, okay, that's a good deal for a Spice Orange, Nintendo brand. So we start with that, $10 a piece there, pretty good. And then I'm looking at the games. I see some nice Dreamcast games this is what I see. I don't know if that's going to focus. Starting out with D2 on the Dreamcast. I mean, some uncommon games. Armada, look at this one. Skies of Arcadia, and Jet Grind Radio. So, some nice stuff. But they're marked at 20. They're marked at 80. They're marked at 24 and 60. So, I said, you know, are those prices negotiable at all? And he's like, of course, of course. And basically what ended up happening, he said, well, I could do 50 on Skies of Arcadia. I'm like, okay, that's getting better. And they said, no, I could do 40. So he came half off on that one. He said I could do 50 on this one, which wasn't as good of a deal. And then he said 20 for this one. And then he's like, and I'll throw that one in. So I'm like, okay, we're getting closer. But then he ended up doing $100 for the entire pile, which is what I was like, would you do $100? So that's an average of $25 a piece. So I'm just gonna say I paid $25 a piece for Skies of Arcadia, D2, Jet Grind Radio, and Armada. All of them are in great condition and complete. And then I get up to the register and he said, I'll do 5 a piece on the GameCube controllers. So out the door with tax, $116. Amazing score. And I kind of made a connection with him. And I was like, you know, you working tomorrow? And he said, yep. And I was like, I'll be back tomorrow with a bunch of cash, because usually I carry cash, but I'm out of cash right now, and I had to pay with card. And you know, pawn shops love that cash. So tomorrow I'm gonna come back and see if I can get the same kind of deals on, like, they had some nice stuff in there, just all of it was absurdly overpriced. So I'm gonna try to find stuff that's priced closer to retail and then work the deal from there. Alright guys, so this is my pawn shop jackpot for the day. It's the best pawn shop score I've had all year. The negotiating was so much fun. The guy really hooked me up. So I went there, you know, yesterday and got the Dreamcast games and the 2 GameCube controllers. Really good deal there. And came back with cash. I'm going to break it down for you. My total was $350. But I'm going to break down exactly how that comes. So I started with these Dreamcast games. Actually had the bottom 4, so Dynamite Cop, Buzz Lightyear, Dead or Alive 2, and Sonic Adventure. And I said, how about $50? And he said, sure, and you can throw in one more Dreamcast game. So I threw in that top one. So $50 for that stack. All of them are complete and minty fresh. Clearly came from one collection with somebody who had some really good condition stuff. And then I went with these Mario Karts, because I always need these for my Wii and Wii U bundles. They were marked at 18 and 25. And I said, how about 25 for the pair? And he instantly said, yep. So, great deal there, $12.50 a piece. I'm definitely happy with that. And then I got crazy. I got crazy in the end here. So we got Majora's Mask Collectors, Donkey Kong Country, Mario World, Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past, DKC 2 and 3. Love those games. If you haven't played them, give them a play. The second one being my favorite, Shenmue, Crash Bandicoot Warped, Intelligent Cube, Uncommon Game, Expendable, Mario Kart Double Dash, Wii Sports Resort, and In the Hunt. That's like an $80 rare game there, long box. The manual is in there. So all these games are in awesome condition. But man, they were marked high. You can see right on top, this Zelda, $60. Donkey Kong Country marked at $30. This Mario World had a $100 sticker on it, but I told him that wasn't real, and you know, it's more like a $10 game, and he was cool with that. Link to the past marked at 50, so you can see they're marked very high, 40, 60. And I was like, I was straight up. I just said, I'm just going to disregard the price stickers on them and kind of make you my offer. And I said, how about $75 for the stack? Which was crazy. Like, I was really going for it. And he said, sure, why not? So I don't even know what the stuff is marked at here. I mean, probably a few $100s. And he took $75. So clearly they mark up their games really high, but are willing to negotiate. Which, it's one business strategy, but for me, like, I'm happy because these games are going to sit. And I'm going to go in there and hopefully continue to get deals. And then I threw in this Sega Saturn. I offered $60, and he actually ended up giving it to me for $55, even though it's marked at $120. And that brought me to an even $200. So yeah, I had $50, $25, $75, so that's $150. Then I guess I got it for $50 because it brought me to an even $200. Actually, no, it came to $275. So what am I missing here? I must have offered more than $75 for these because I came to $275 in my first bundle. So for this stack, I actually offered $125. Or I'm sorry, $150, which is still really good. So $150 for this stack, and you can see in the hunt's an $80 game. Intelligent Cube is like a $40 game, and then Zelda would be like a $30 game. So that gets the money back, just in those three. And then the Saturn was $50. So $50, $25, $150. Bring it to $225, and then $50 for the Sega Saturn. So $275. That was my first purchase, and I paid in cash and was stoked about it. And I was like, we're still working with the guy. I was like, you know what? Let me see if I can find a couple other things. Went to the DS section. Crown Trigger Complete, Mario Clash, both Mario Parties on the 3DS, and Mario 2, and then a Switch controller with the charging cord. And I got all that for $75. So this was an incredible stop, an incredible score. I got the receipt. You can see 75 for that one, and then the other receipt, I don't know where it went, but it was for $275 for the rest of the stuff. Alright, and here's the other receipt. Just wanted to show you guys since my pricing was a bit confusing. But you can see, $275 out the door. And I love how when you pay with cash, they just kind of do it for a little bit cheaper, so you're paying exactly the amount. So it was an incredible stop, and I'm definitely going to be going back quite a lot in the next couple weeks. Thank you guys for watching Chase After the Right Price. I really appreciate it. I do apologize, there haven't been as many videos lately. It is a crazy time of year. There's been a lot going on in life, a lot of family stuff, and just a lot of craziness going on. So I haven't been able to upload 2 videos a week, but I've still stuck to getting a video out every Friday because I definitely want to bring the content for you guys, and just always appreciate the love in the comments and just the community that YouTube has kind of created for me. And getting to know a lot of you guys just through talking on the comment feed. So say hi in the comments. Let me know if you found any scores. Right now it's kind of around Black Friday time, so there's a lot of deals out there, and I hope that you guys are getting scores because it is that time of year. November and December, it's go time. So make it happen. Get out there, get some deals, and hit up the pawn shops, and don't be afraid to negotiate because in my case, I stayed away for like a year. They got new employees, and then these employees are willing to negotiate. So sometimes if you get the right person, they'll work with you. So go out there and get some deals. Thank you guys for watching. I truly appreciate it. It means a lot.
Chase after the right